What's going on, guys? So today is a different kind of video. Well, it's actually my first time really doing like a sit down video, but essentially what I would like to do in this video is we're going to go over my top 5, well, not really my top 5, but I guess the best way I can describe it is my favorite photos from all of the photo shoots that I've done, which up until this point, I think if I remember correctly is about 6, maybe 5 or 6. So essentially we're just going to start. So this is my first ever photo shoot I ever did. This was with Enrique over at Unbound Studios. This is obviously like a little template, but Enrique is a very good dude, very nice guy. I gotta make sure I'm going the right way because I'm trying to do this live. Very good dude, definitely. I'm gonna put all of my photographer's information down in the description and everything like that. It'll be on screen right now too. If you're ever looking to get into modeling, you're in the LA area, if you can, get in contact with Enrique. Very good photographer. So essentially, out of all the photos we took, I think this is my favorite. Bam! Look at that sexy man. I really just like the composition. I feel like my jawline is very accentuated, right? I just really like the style that he really chose. The black and white looks really great. He's really good at all his coloring. Everything looked good. My hair still looked pretty decent in this photo, surprisingly, because that's what I tend to have a lot of problems with, because I have very straight, flat hair that if I don't put any product in or after a long time, it just gets flat like this. Luckily, it still kind of has a shape to it, but a lot of times it looks pretty bad. Other than that, though, I really like the kind of composition and the way that everything looks. I like the shirt that I was wearing. I thought it was pretty sick. He actually let me borrow his watch. This is his, as you can tell by the fact that it doesn't really fit me. But yeah, this is, out of all of them, definitely I think this has to be my favorite. Everything with the composition, like I said, the lighting, the lack of color, I think really kind of brings out more of my features. Just in general, I think that's what black and white photography does. It just kind of accentuates a lot of things, and it really just kind of gives like a real kind of life to the photos. It's like real like portraiture. It's just what portraiture is. All right. So again, really great. I really appreciate working with Mr. Enrique. So we're gonna move over now, which is with Marlion with Angelika. Angelika, great photographer again. This was my first actually like in-person shoot. Well, not so much in-person shoot, like out and about shoot. We took these photos out in LA. We were around the jewelry district. I used to work in that area, so I kind of had some knowledge on that. So I decided, you know, like if I'm going to go out to LA, then I'm probably going to want to go to a place that I've kind of already been to, right? So, bam! I really like this photo. This photo, everything about it, I enjoy. Like, I think the night, like the colors are great. I really like the way she did the color grading. It's just a nice kind of feel. Like, I feel like the green kind of tinge and hue that she kind of threw on really goes well with the red jacket. Obviously stoic as hell because I have no other facial expressions other than stoic. But yeah, I really like it. That was the first time that this watch made an appearance. Birthday present, thank you to my mom and my dad for the goated ass watch. But yeah, so this is actually a funny story. This is my Fight Club jacket. I had a for Halloween last year. I'll probably throw up a picture right now too. I was Tyler Durden. So me and my girlfriend, she went as Marla, if you watched the movie. So this was actually my Fight Club jacket. I never thought anybody would actually really want to take a photo in it because I thought it was a stupid ass jacket, to be honest with you, but they like it. So I actually do like the photo. I don't wear the jacket very often, but I do like the photo. Angelika, I have no other words other than she's an amazing photographer. She's very, very nice, very, very detail orientated, which I really like about her, because when I was first getting into this, obviously this is my second shoot, right? And now I'm in public. Some of the other photos from that shoot were in the middle of the street. Having somebody there who's like not gonna bullshit you and just tell you, look, this is what I want, this is how you can make it better. This is, especially because she's come from a modeling background herself, really kind of makes it a lot easier for especially me as a new model to kind of grasp that, to understand, okay, this is what she's looking for, this is what I can expect. Makes it way easier than trying to just go into something and having no real idea on what to do. especially when it's in a public setting like this, where it's like my nerves were killing me. But having somebody there who's like really kind of hones you in and narrows your kind of like you from running around is amazing. So really nothing but love for Angelika. Everything was great. And the photos are just amazing too. All right, so boom, Cecil was amazing. I really liked working with him. I'm gonna throw that up there like that. Bam. Cecil was my fourth shoot, I think. These kind of go out of order. The first two were in order, but the next ones kind of go out of order a little bit. Cecil is amazing. He's a very good dude, very nice dude. Again, if you're in the LA area, Angelika, I think, lives in Seattle, or is like mainly based in Seattle. So Seattle too, if you're in Seattle, definitely reach out to Angelika. But Cecil, really great guy. Just super easy, super comfortable to talk to. Really helpful when it came to posing and stuff like that too. I feel like I learned a lot from him. I really liked the way that he had his shoot. We shot it, I think, in his living room or something like that, if I remember correctly. But it was really, really just a great experience. Cecil is very good at kind of directing. The vibe was really good. We had music playing. It was a very chill kind of atmosphere, very relaxed, and just very enjoyable, honestly. So, bam, son. This one is a little crazy for me, because obviously up until this point I had never taken a photo that was really, I guess, revealing. Obviously I had like none of my photos were ever this revealing. So, bro's got the little collar out, got everything. I was like, I was going crazy. This shit was freaking nervous. I was nervous, but you got the freaking all camo set. And I really like the composition. I really like the way that he did the lighting. This was obviously on a black backdrop with a pretty harsh flash, but I think just kind of the pose that I threw together, I think I really like. Oh damn, sorry, the beer's fucking with me. Again, oh yeah, same thing with the watch again, popping out. I don't think oh yeah, I had the same watch in the other one, but besides the point, I really like the shoot. Cecil is very good at what he does. He's very quick with what he does. I'm still dying. And everything about it was just really great. Again, just the lighting in this photo, I really enjoy. I like the kind of harsh kind of shadow that cascades, which kind of conceals, but still kind of like draws your eyes to it. Again, I really enjoyed the pose. Just everything about this shoot. My hair is actually still cooperating again. I definitely had to go through a lot of photos where I've had photographers tell me, hey dude, you gotta fix it because it starts drooping, or I'm over here looking all freaking dorky. But yeah, Cecil, great photographer. I really just like I never even thought to kind of combine the full camo. I may have worn it like once or twice out and about, but in terms of photo shoot, I never even really considered it because I thought, camo on camo, I don't really don't like camo on camo. But it was basically like its own Canadian tuxedo, or Canadian tux, whatever you want to call it. And just the flare of the collar really accentuates it too, popping out that little shoulder. I get a little crazy over here. Yeah, it's just, I really just enjoy the way he did the coloring was also great too. The color grading, I think, really complemented my skin tone. We kind of get a little bit of the shadow through where you can kind of see where it's a little bit peeking through, but I actually like that because it kind of gives it more of like a homebrew feel. And at least in my personal opinion, he might have a different opinion, you might have a different opinion, but I really do like the kind of way the shadow kind of casts. You can really kind of see the just how like thrown together everything is. It's just, everything is so like natural in my opinion, and I just really enjoyed it. So definitely reach out to Cecil. Cecil's amazing. He's more towards like the Hollywood area, so if you're in the Hollywood area, definitely reach out to Cecil. Really great. Tyler was really cool. This is again was I think my third shoot. This I think was my third shoot. So it went Enrique, then Angelika, then Tyler, then to Cecil, and then we'll get to John next. So Tyler, very professional. Dude dressed better than I did when I showed up to the freaking thing, to the photo shoot. We shot this, where was it at? It was in, what was the city? It was near Baldwin Park. There's like a little small park area. Yeah, Baldwin Park, yeah, really. It was very It's a very nice area. It was another outdoor shoot, so this was another public shoot. So that was definitely a little nerve-wracking because, again, this was my third shoot now. So I basically went from a studio shoot. You can't even see me gesturing. A studio shoot to then going to LA to then going to Baldwin Park was definitely interesting, definitely exciting, definitely nerve-wracking, obviously. And Tyler was just great. Tyler's very, very talkative. He's very, very, like, really, you could tell he knew what he was talking about. He's just very, like, locked in is the best way I could describe it. He knew exactly how he wanted the shots. Everything was so detail orientated that a lot of people don't like people that are detail orientated. I don't know if it's so much the same way in like the modeling industry and the photography industry as it is in like day to day, because I know a lot of people don't really want to deal with somebody who's going to critique them every which way. But the same thing with like Angelika. Tyler was the same way. If you needed to adjust something, he was going to tell you what to adjust. I think I had to adjust my shoelaces like 2 or 3 times to get it perfect, and I think it really shined through in the final product. So my favorite shot is this. I think this just kind of encapsulates everything we were kind of going. It gives it like that Marlboro Man kind of like old school like magazine cover, in my opinion. I think everything was really nice with the trees in the background, the rock. Like I'm sitting on this giant ass rock kind of above them. And I think everything was great. I think this was the time where I actually had to fix my shoelaces because it was getting all over the place before we took this shot. I really like this outfit. This is actually green white with some baggy cargos that I got from Hollister. I think this is American Eagle. Just really interesting. I'm not a cigarette guy. So it was definitely interesting to kind of try that kind of style. I think I pulled it together pretty well. I mean, you can be the judge of that. I'm still gesturing to nobody, but I really enjoyed it. You can even see the subtlety in the lighter in the hand. It just working with Tyler was really great because I feel like it was the Infinity Stones. Everybody kind of gave me a little piece that I needed that I going into it I had no idea about. Enrique really just established my confidence because I had gone into this not really being very open. I would say not. I wouldn't say open so much, but confident in my kind of appearance. I'd always been a little rocky on that. And Enrique really kind of established like, hey, like there's a reason why I'm doing this with you, if that makes sense. Angelika really established that when you're really working and doing something, it doesn't matter what other people think, because obviously I felt dorky as hell walking around in LA looking like a little goofball, but she really was able to kind of instill more confidence in the fact like every little thing was building blocks to becoming more confident. Tyler was great with that too. Just kind of his the fact that he was able to hone in so much on little details, subtle details, such as like his shoelaces. I think I adjusted my sock a couple times. Like just those little tiny things really showed me how much he cared about how this shoot went. That it really was more, okay, this is somebody who's taking it seriously. So this is a real serious situation that I'm now a part of, and I'm able to really kind of convey that emotion through like the modeling, through my not my complexion, but my demeanor and just the way that I'm angling my body and everything like that. Like it really kind of helped a lot because I really did feel a lot more confident with it. And I just really like this shot. I think everything looks great. I really like, again, I think I'm just a sucker for black and white photography. I love black and white photography. I think it just looks really great, especially for portraitures. That it was just an amazing experience. So definitely if you're in LA, most of this is going to be LA. I think everybody but Angelika is based in LA. If you're in LA, Tyler, reach out to him. It's just great. Like it's really hard to say stuff about everybody because everybody's been phenomenal. I'm just going to be repeating myself over 5 freaking times. But yeah, Tyler, great photographer, really good at detail. Dresses better than me. Honestly, I thought I was going to be the one taking the photo of him just with the way that he was dressed. It was freaking amazing. Definitely reach out to Tyler, LA area, reach out to him. And then lastly, we're going to be going to John, Mr. John Shoots It. John, another great photographer, phenomenal photographer. I think honestly, this is probably one of the best photos that I've ever taken, or that I've ever been a part of, I should say, because I didn't take it. All I did is sit there, to be honest. I look at it that way. I remember I had a little text exchange with John where I told him, you know, like, you guys really are the lifeblood of photography, obviously, because you're the one taking the damn picture. And he really was just more like, well, without you, there would be no photo. So John is just great. So if there was a more confident person that I've ever met, I don't know if I could immediately pull it out of the top of my head as I could do with John. John is amazing at communicating. Basically everything everybody is good at, John is great at it. Great at communication, great at directing, great at just kind of making the experience feel like a friendly encounter. I have yet to really run into a photographer who's been very much like, I am only here to get your photo. And I think John has been the most personable person and has just been amazing. Like, I even chat with him here and there still. And like, even though we're kind of already kind of sailed our course with our shoots, hopefully we can do it again, because I really enjoyed it. That's the same thing for everybody. I don't think I have not had a bad experience yet. I think for a lot of people that are going into modeling, if they're concerned about maybe like stuck up photographers or anything like that, either I'm just the luckiest man in the world, or it's really not that big of a deal and it's really not something to stress about, because I have not had a single encounter with anybody that I've been actually like worried about or I've had negative experiences with. Like, everybody's been phenomenal. So if you're really getting nervous or you're wanting to get into modeling but you don't know what to do, all I can say is the best thing that's worked for me is Facebook groups, TFPs. Send them out, somebody's gonna respond, and just go from there. Like, use that as a starting point to really build off what you want to do. Because going into this, I didn't think I would be anything, and the fact that even just 5 or 6 photographers now have actually wanted to work with me has been an immense boost to my confidence, and has just really shown that you can really do anything you put your mind to. I know that's cliche as hell, but I think a lot of people need to just sit back and worry less about kind of a rejection part of it, because I think I've sent out probably 40, 50, maybe 100 different responses, and I've gotten some back. But I think a lot of the problem is a lot of people get too nervous about it and they don't know exactly how to go about it. My bird is getting very excited because I'm talking, but that's besides the point. We'll save that for another video. Let's go back to John. This is possibly my most favorite photo I've ever taken. I even gotta zoom out a little bit. I can't zoom out a little bit. I gotta freaking, hold on, I gotta readjust this, because this is just how great this photo is, that this whole thing needs to be in here. All right, you know what? Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna even wiggle my way out of the way here. So I'm gonna go more this way. So this looks so stupid, but oh wait, I can just size it down. What am I doing? There we go. Look at that. And I can even emote a little bit down here. John, so going into it, obviously, we shot this in his garage. So that was a little bit kind of, to be completely honest, I was a little, okay, so yeah, whatever. But then when I started like really thinking about it and seeing his creative process, I think the garage makes his photography. Like, it makes it really like show like, this is what we're doing and this is how we do it. And it's just amazing because everything is just like subtle details. Like, you can see all the paint or whatever this is down here, right? You can see where your backdrop is kind of cracking up. You can see the backdrop. It's gritty in a way that I think adds so much texture and polish. I wouldn't even say polish. I would say the opposite of polish, but in a good way. It adds like, it makes it a more interesting photo. Like having the light in the shot, having just the stoicism, I guess, because that's all I can do really. That's the only modeling pose I can pull off. The posing that he had me do, everything was just, I can't even like convey how much this photo kind of really shows everything that I strive to be when it comes to modeling. Like bro is locked in, right? It's just really hard. It's hard for me to even explain how much I love this photo. Everything just comes together, and I think you kind of have the polish of like the model, and like the kind of like zoomed in. Like if you zoom in, like okay, like if you zoom in far enough, okay, here's your shot. But I think because of the fact that we have this wide angle where we can see just what goes into this kind of photo, it just makes it look so much better because it tells a story in itself. The story in this photo is you have two people coming together and creating something with what they have and what access they have to. And I think that's beautiful because I think that's really what art is. Art is people doing what they can with what they have and creating something beautiful out of it. And I think that's what this shot perfectly encapsulates. John, he's probably gonna watch this. I would hope, at least. if you're hearing this, you took probably my favorite photo of all time. I think this is it's just amazing work. That's the best thing I could describe it. If you guys are in the LA area, oh, my nose is itchy now. Oh, damn. If you guys are in the LA area, reach out to John. John Shoots It. That's the only Instagram handle that I can remember because it's so simplistic that it's great. Reach out to John. John will get you right is the best way I can describe it. John is the most confident and charismatic person that I've met, who is able to convey exactly what he wants in a way that is super duper easy to understand and grasp, especially as a newer model. Because I think, what was this? My fifth shoot, I think. I think it was my fifth shoot. It was just great. Like, I really have no other words other than that. So definitely reach out to John. Hiccup. I'm gonna take this away now. That's basically more the gist of it. Those are my favorite photos from the photographers that I've worked with. Everybody's been amazing. I would highly recommend you reach out to every single one of them if you're in the LA area and you're trying to get into modeling. Oh my God, everything about them. Everybody is super charismatic. Everybody's great. Everybody really helps you get the building blocks to be able to learn the way of modeling and ways you can get better at it. I feel like I've learned a lesson from every single person I've worked with, and I know you guys can too. So definitely reach out to all of them. Thank you guys so much for sticking to the end of the video. If you like this video, like and subscribe. That is the most cliche thing I've ever said. I'll catch you guys later. I love you guys. Bye. Oh, wait. Stop. Stop.